So we are pretty much where we left off last time. Japanese are doing pretty hard push on us, but I think we can defend ourselves here. Especially if we can make sure that this line holds. Which I think we can, especially if we... Okay, so that is hills. That's hills as well, and we have a look at the simplified terrain. So this is... all of this is hills, then there's a river here, and pretty defensible terrain on this side. But what we may have to do is start withdrawing some of the troops. We are under attack there, that's already retreating. These probably need to retreat. We have a decent bit of troops here, but I don't think we can actually afford pushing back in there, not yet anyway. What I think I should do is build some pillboxes, at least in these two. This is currently under... well... yeah, it's being under attack. We might be able to keep it though, so we'll build pillboxes on all those three, put them on the top. Of course, it does take quite a bit of industrial capacity to do that. In between the streams, I did do a test to see if I can actually do this, and it worked somewhat. So I am pretty confident that we can actually defend or try to fix the disaster that happened last time. But we will need to be careful, and we need to be rather efficient with our interceptor usage, just to get rid of the enemy planes for the most part. I'll also increase the upgrades and reinforcements quite significantly for today. Let's unpause to get things going again. Right, so the Tibetans are trying to take us out again, because we did have this fight going on for a long while, but I decided to cancel that because our troops were losing organization and strength way too much. So what I'm gonna do with the Tibetans is for now just defend. Once I've stabilized the situation in Manchuria a little bit, we'll move around the troops a little bit. We'll basically let the Tibetans to move out a little bit from the capital. We need to figure out where exactly we'll do that. But we'll let them move out and spread their troops a little bit, then we'll cut the capital off again and leave some troops of theirs outside. Just let them be there. We'll make sure that they won't escape from their new prison elsewhere, and then we'll take out the capital, and that way we should be able to do it. As long as they get... as long as we make sure that many of their divisions are elsewhere. Now there are two fights here that we probably will win, and these are doing ground attack over there, I'm pretty sure, or will be. And then we do have the cavalry units here that we should probably spread out a little bit, make sure that we get a bit less partisans and such, or separatists and such rather. And right, so they're not bombarding here yet, but they will be. Most likely, at least. Right, so the Tibetan attacks are under control, that's good. Then we still have the one corps over here in Soviet Union, but we are already withdrawing the headquarters themselves back. We'll actually assign it under the HQ again. And we'll use this army. It will be responsible of defending the border here. In case Soviet Union falls, we'll need to have enough troops here to defend the border here, because it will take a lot of time for the Germans to reach here, and the supply lines will be so stretched out that they won't be able to do much. So if we dig in decently here, set up some fortifications or something like that, or at least the pillboxes, we should be able to hold that while we take care of the Japanese around here. And the Japanese have a lot of divisions, there's no denying that, so this is gonna be a bit hard. But hopefully we can do this. Hostile bombing over there. Do we have planes that can reach there and are not doing anything right now? I'm not convinced that we do. too far away for these planes. Technically these planes could do it. Superiority, day, defensive. Don't need to be continuous. Let's move in one of these over there, then that division will pull back a little bit. Maybe that one as well. The ones that are very weak, we need to pull back. And then we got some divisions here in Beijing that are currently resting. Those are still waiting for the infantry upgrades. These are just waiting for reinforcements. And then we got some divisions here that are actually capable of fighting again. And actually, let's grab these, give them orders to move this way. I'm not sure about that one division that was somewhere in Soviet Union, if they'll get here in time, but hopefully they will. Basically what we'll do is, over here we'll wait until the troops are here. We'll send the troops that are in a bad shape already back, and the troops that have dug in there will hold on, make sure that the other troops get away in time. Right, so we lost control over that. That was to be expected. Now, do we have the close air support over here? We can do a little bit ground attack there. Not continuous and only during day. Right, so we lost control over there as well. Now then, these three move back. Our bombing should be doing a decent amount of damage on them. Open the message thing, that we can see what's going on. Now we've got a few divisions here, but they're not quite ready to fight yet. We do have at least one core of divisions coming from the south to help over here. That should help stem the flow around this hill area here, and then if we can just get enough troops to man something like this, we should be able to at least defend, make sure that we regain our strength, and then start pushing back, because although the Japanese have a lot of divisions, they also have a lot of fronts to fight in, so that should help quite a bit. Oh, Saudi Arabia. It's a democracy now. Industrial efficiency. Ah. Now then, we can get the small arms manufacturing, automotive and artillery production. Now it's gonna take a while before we get up to those researches, but once we do get them, that will help quite a bit. Because it will lower the cost of basically all the land units, more or less. Not necessarily everything, but most land units anyway. Right, so we've won over there. We don't have enough troops here to push across the river, but we do have enough troops to hold the Japanese on the other side at least. And I think it's time to let this aircrew rest and potentially upgrade. Monsoon starts to clear, snowfalls increase. That's still pretty strong. I'm not sure that we can hold entirely, but can't make a nice brigades. Create them. Military half-tracks, activate. I mean, the guards units, I don't actually think we can make them. Although it does say that we could, but it's not an option for us in here, so don't think that's the case. But that's fine. Right, so we got some units here. Most of them are a bit low on strength, especially the support regiments. Attacking us here. I wonder how long we can hold. Probably not very long. We'll pull the garrison back to the mountains around there, I think. Major victory in Soviet Union. So our side lost 300 men plus whatever they managed to bombard. But They lost 30,000. Well, I think that's a fair trade. I mean, I'd say that we probably lost at least 3,000 men on this. I'll leave those 5 divisions that we have still there to help defend a little bit, but we will have to focus more on just saving our own skin here. Right, so we've got planes over here that are not actually doing anything. I don't see enemy bombers anywhere right now, so that's good. Well, we do see a fight over there. Again, it's a bit too far away for our planes from here, I think. Yeah, it is. 70 kilometers too far. We'll let the upgrades be issued to these planes and I'll let them to rest and such, and then we'll use them over here. Okay, we got another division here. We might be able to stop the attack now. Resource production, good work. I'm having a bit of a shortage of officers, not a serious one yet, but it will be a lot worse later on. Now, let's see, can we reach over there? That is also 10 kilometers too far. Okay then. Now, one thing that I could do is grab 3 divisions here. We'll leave at least 1 division duck in there, but we can start attacking here because they are out of the trenches. Means that they don't get as much defensive bonuses. And hopefully we can drive them off from there and kind of get a bit of a buffer here while we build the defenses on this line. And one thing that I have noticed is, at least in this version, pretty much all the transport units, they have no morale basically. Which means that they will not be gaining their organization at all. Of course, some of that might be because of the... What's the modifier called again? Not that far down. Or something Communist China Defense or something like that. Communist China Defense. Land organization leadership modifier, so that doesn't actually do anything about the morale. And in this game the morale means how quickly you regain your organization. But yeah, the morales are just so low. Actually in the future, once we build more divisions, we're just gonna ignore all the transport units. The thing what they do is they increase your speed on especially planes and such. But at the same time, if they don't have morale, they won't actually do anything, so I'd rather have some sort of fighting unit instead. Of course, part of that might be the game balance text, which I'm not exactly sure what they do. I assume that they lower the morale and such, just so that the stats are somewhat more even throughout the game. And I think that screws it up. But of course, this is 10.2, there's 10.3 at least out, which might fix that. I haven't looked into that, but 10.3 basically... Nylon industry. I'm gonna save our money and all that. Okay, hostile bombing there, that we can defend. They're nice for a month or so. That should do a fair bit on their bombers. And certainly help defending. Okay, there's two of these divisions really need to fall back now. Do we have any... You're somewhat in the fighting shape, so I'll send you in there. Then we got the troops. These troops are going for the defense around this area. Okay, let's have a look. The cavalry needs to retreat now. I'll actually retreat that as well. These are retreat just so that they don't get surrounded or anything like that. Over here, these two get across the river. The other two can still hold that for now. And these can hold the place for now. At least they will have a place to retreat to, so that's good. Oh, they brought in another division there. Well, I suppose that was to be expected. Turkey's doing some trade. Could do the railway level 5, but that would lower the IC that we have usable. And right now, I think we need all that we can have. We are gonna get 2 more interceptors in 2 days. That's good. And hopefully we'll get to these in a little bit. Of course, I mean, once we get those, that's gonna free up over 9 IC. But actually, it's just gonna fill up to the light armor. On the other hand, there's a lot of these that will be done in November as well. We might be able to reach the interceptors down there to be worked on. Well, at least I certainly hope so. That's down to 50%. If we get this division there, which we are going to do. So they are attacking us here, and I don't think we can defend against a proper division with just 2 cavalries. But we'll need to delay... Oh, Operation Torch. That means that the Allies have made a landing in Algeria. And so they have. Also, remains to be seen if... or what happens next, but we've got the interceptors now, so... Actually need to place them manually in Beijing right now, because the other 2 planes, or other 2 wings, are not there right now. They are flying somewhere. Got a little bit extra in upgrades, so we'll put more in production in the meanwhile. Now that they are based in here. Oh right, they're over there right now. Okay, they are returning. Now they should be, yeah? Just combine that. Now they may need to rest a little bit to get their organization back up. But that will make the interceptors a bit stronger around here. Also, they don't actually need to go all the way there anymore, because they don't have troops there. We need to protect that. Of course, they will be bombing some of these other units soon enough. They are attacking us here. I know that these 2 are in such a bad shape that we'll just retreat immediately. Actually, I'll leave the corps down here. Sure, I'll send the infantry down that way, actually. If we can stop them before the mountain and forest area here, that means that stronger position we have to then counter-attack later. Oh, they are attacking us there now. Are we... We might be capable of fighting them, but I don't know for sure. Still resting. Not a huge amount of planes that the enemy has doing the bombarding there, but at the same time, our troops are at least doing a decent job there. Oh, we won the battle there. Excellent. And the Germans are still trying to attack in Soviet Union. Are bombing there. Bombing... I thought I gave you orders to stop there. Yes, I didn't. We'll basically move the close air support from there to somewhere a bit closer where we can actually use it. Right. Increase the upgrades a tiny bit. in December we're gonna start getting the anti-air regiments in quite large numbers, which hopefully will negate some of their air superiority that they have, or the effects of that anyway. I think it's time to stop the attack there. We won the battle there, now it's time to regain the strength. Actually this bit low on morale, or organization rather, especially the transports, but we are still doing okay in there, although they sent in another division, so we'll probably have to send in another, just to make sure that we don't get beaten completely. At least we're not out of manpower, though we will be using a lot of it. The Tibetans are still trying. Okay, we got 8-1 here. Yeah, those close air support took quite heavy casualties there. Let's see, we're getting a division in just a little bit, and then some of these infantry upgrades. Or some roads will be constructed tomorrow, actually. Hold on, does that mean that we already... Yeah, we got one of these divisions kind of ready. Once we get enough troops for all of these, we can at least move the 4 divisions into the front. I mean, we don't have a huge amount of troops. If we select everything that we have around here, we got about 50 divisions. There's some headquarters there, but we do have some divisions here that will be moved in there in a little bit, I suppose. And then we do have the 5 divisions that are... Okay, they are pretty close. We can easily use them to strengthen this line here. And that should be plenty... Oh, we do need to retreat from here. What I'll do is I'll quickly redeploy over there. 2 of these divisions. I'll start retreating towards the river here. But these 4 divisions should be able to hold them off for a little while. Okay, so... yeah, there's a road coming tomorrow, and there's a division, and also infantry radio communications are well ahead of time, so we'll stop that for now. What I could do is get even better radios, although I'm not sure if I want to right now. We got plenty of research going on anyway. We'll let that be for now. Okay, they're using 3 divisions to attack. I have to pull back another one. Oh, this one doesn't have a leader. We should fix that. Offensive leader, of course, that means that they will now need to wait for a little bit. Also, I forgot to... yeah, it goes under that one. Now I have the 5 divisions. Just get another leader here. Another defensive leader. Now this division is actually mostly capable of fighting, so we'll send it towards the battle here. I don't want to lose Huludao. I'm not sure if we can hold it or not. So far things look okay. Okay, we need a lot more upgrades right now because we got some important things going on, I suppose. Oh right, the infantry radio, that, or infantry communications, or whatever it was called, that does make sense. We got a lot of infantry. We're still focusing the upgrades on our planes and such. We can get them to level 5. Or the model 1940, I suppose. That should give us a bit of an edge over the enemy close air support. I mean, at least we are stopping their bombardment there, so that's good. We're defending there. Also defending this, we're currently holding, so we don't need to worry about that for the time being. These cavalry will send across the river because it's not capable of defending, same with this cavalry. Light infantry will dig in and hopefully get enough reinforcements. How long until we get the pillboxes? In midway December. That should help defending this line at least. Now, of course, the bonus is not huge per pillbox, but it will help. Certainly help. Transport ship engine gives a lot more range for the E-liners. I suppose it doesn't unlock these yet. I mean, technically, if we had the marine activation, that we would need the fleet auxiliary carrier doctrine though, and then the naval underway replenishment. And then I believe we'd be able to, oh right, and we also need the basing in construction. We haven't been focusing too much on our navy so far. A little bit for the cruisers at least, but other than that, not really all that much. And the transport. Now if this division reaches there, I mean this is in pretty good shape actually. That should tip the fight in our favour. Yeah, they are trying to attack us. Oh right, I was aware of this attack actually. We'll see how it goes though. Okay, these troops are in a bit of a bad shape, so we'll retreat over there. I don't think them attacking across the river to hills is gonna be a thing we need to worry about too much. Hold this division back even further because it's in very bad shape. Basically, we're just doing a unsung. Thanks for the resub. How's it going, man? Okay, so we are at least contesting the area above the troops here, and we got another division there. That should help quite a bit. It's another division that has run out of organization, and we are losing control over the north here, which is not great. I think we can do this. There's another division that will soon give up, I think. And the reinforcements are arriving here. That's good. Basically what we'll do is we'll have one extra division and then put one division on each of these four. I'll redeploy some of these. Some of them will need to walk, I'm afraid. So I suppose we could have the troops wait over there instead. But now that the reinforcements arrive, we can probably stop this attack at least. And with the renewed forces, we might be able to start pushing them back every now and then. And hopefully we can reach this river bend again and defend it this time. We didn't manage to get everything previously, so they managed to push us out. Or rather, it was just they were pushing too far from the south here, and we didn't own all of the lands there, so that was our failure. This time we should be more prepared. Not to mention, our planes are in at least a bit better shape. Okay, they are trying to attack us here. We are having a bit of a shortage of supplies here because the units just got in there. I think with the 4 divisions... Go home, Japan, we don't want you. Yeah, pretty much. Right, so we won the battle there. They're still trying to attack us here, but that division is about to give up. There we go. So we lost 8,000 men, they lost 23. It's a decent trade. Now that gives the troops time to dig in and rest a little bit. I'll actually send that division back. Do we have... yeah, that's in a decent shape. We'll send it to the front.